Are you tired of my videos on the Seiko Samurai, the SR-PB55? This should be the last video of me working on this watch. For those of you who haven't seen my other videos, I'll leave a link at the end to the complete playlist. But on this episode, we try to determine if the watch has been magnetized, and if so, demagnetize it. I consider this Samurai one of my two beater watches, the other beater being my Vostok Kommanderski. Over a year ago, I took my Samurai down to Florida on a beach vacation. On that trip, I noticed that the watch was having some accuracy problems. In fact, I noticed that the watch would even stop a few times. Thus began my venture into watch repair. Thinking that the Seiko 4R35 movement was somehow damaged, I decided to replace it with a new Seiko NH35, essentially the same movement. I then determined that the crown stem gasket needed to be replaced. Another great learning experience, as I discovered that it actually required two gaskets, but that's all behind me. The first thing I did was download a free app for my iPhone, which is supposed to detect magnetism. After the initial setup, I tested the original movement. No magnetism was detected. So I then tested the Samurai watch with the new NH35 movement. To my surprise, it detected magnetism. The only thing I could figure was that the case or some part of the case was magnetized. I decided to put the Samurai on the Timegrapher to see how it was acting. I tried it in several positions, and although it seemed within the spec accuracy for the NH35 movement, the graph showed some extraneous beats. Next, I put the original 4R35 movement on the Timegrapher. And holy beat accuracy, Batman! Look how great it looks. So maybe something in the case is actually magnetized. I got out the demagnetizer I purchased from Amazon and went through the demagnetizing process. Back on the Timegrapher and no change. At this point, I'm totally confused. My best guess, and I'm shooting in the dark here, is that for some reason, when either of these movements are put into the case, they become erratic. If you remember, I did replace the plastic holder when I changed the movement. Maybe there is something about the chapter ring or the side of the case that pushes on the movement. I just don't know. But the watch does stay within spec at this point, so I'll leave it be. However, if any of you out there in the watch world have some thoughts as to why both movements become less accurate when placed in a case, please let me know. All in all, this has been a great learning experience, and I'm glad I went through all of this work. As promised, here is the link to my playlist of videos about working on this Samurai. And here is the video I made about my Vostok Kommanderski. I hope you enjoy them, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.